Assalamu alaikum to all and welcome. I'm Shafiq Ahmed Channa. Today we have a great opportunity that we have a great educationist, social worker, and alumni for UGrad alumni. So welcome you all in my program, and I welcome you all with the core of my heart. So I would request you to introduce yourself. We have Hima, and we have George, and we have Ansarah Durrani. So let's start introduction of our honorable guest,
I
Hima
believe
and
that's me,
George.
right?
Starting with Hima.
Start with Hima.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This is me, Hima Zafar. I was a global UGrad alumni. Now, currently, I'm living in Serbia doing my PhD. And I was serving in PAC US Alumni Network Jamshoro chapter as exchange ambassador. I served as for 3 years, explaining about these scholarships. So today is a great opportunity. Whoever is listening to us, it's a great opportunity for them to learn more about Global UGrad program.
Hi, my name is George. I'm also here with Hima in Serbia. I am a global UGrad alumni. I studied in Utah, Salt Lake City. I don't know where you can see it, but it's somewhere up
Thanks.
here. And I have my own IT company, so I'm a founder and CEO of it. And I'm here to answer your questions to help you out with the application process. And Apsab kaisa hai?
Alhamdulillah, fine. My all and entire audience
Alhamdulillah.
is fine. We are fine, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Finally, you speak
Alhamdulillah.
Urdu. So,
Okay, so this is Ansarah Durrani. I am Global UGrad Fall 2016 alumni. I've been serving as an executive council member and an active alumni for Puan Jamshoro since my return to Pakistan. Right now, I'm working as assistant manager in Lahore Electric Supply Company. So yeah, Puan has my Puan has my heart. So therefore, I'm here to help you guys in your application process regarding Global UGrad. Thank you, Shafiq, for inviting me in.
welcome. And it's my honor as well that you people are there. जब मैं आपका introduction लिख रहा था, तो मैं सोच रहा था you are multi-talented people. I was thinking that you are just alumni, but आप तो माशाल्लाह बहुत बहुत skills हैं आपके. So today I even came to know, and my entire audience, those जो हमें देख रहे हैं उनको भी आपके talent के बारे में मालूम होगा. तो now let's start with our program कि what is UGrad by the way. ये मेरे जहन में भी सवाल था, लेकिन I came to know कि what is UGrad or why we call it global UGrad like something. So ये क्या है? I'll introduce. From Hima will
Hima,
start.
Hima.
Ji.
So, Global UGrad program is a Fulbright program for undergraduate students. It's a one semester exchange program where students can go to United States along with their studies. They are allowed to take few subjects related to culture, and they are cultural ambassadors to Pakistan. So it's an exchange program.
Okay.
So
Acha,
now,
Hema, just a question. I wanted to share the link of this StreamYard that is going on right now. So can you please share it because many people are texting me right now regarding this. So therefore, I need
और
that
आप,
link.
I hope you won't share the link that we are having. So, so Mr. George, while you are there, so you share your experience that
Give me a
what
second.
is your grad and how was your experience?
Did you talk to me?
Ji.
Okay. I mean, all in all, it was great. I would never change that. If I was to go back in time, I would never make another decision not to apply. So apply with all your heart. And so one thing, there is a limited amount of seats. I'm not sure how many seats there are in Pakistan. Hima and the others are going to tell you about that. But it's important to apply. It's important to go through process. Some people are going to get selected. A lot are not going to be selected, but that's not supposed to discourage you. So it is one step towards your educational goals, and do apply for it. It is a life-changing experience. I can freely say that it is. And that's it. I would. Sorry.
So can we see this? This is a the exchange program or like one semester exchange program or any mini scholarship like something? Can we say
So
like this?
in Serbian case, back when I was going there, it was a 2-semester exchange program. I believe in Pakistan is 1 semester, and then they decide which semester it is, right?
You
They also
Yeah,
changed
it
that.
is. It is for almost 6 months.
Yes.
one semester.
So it's 1 semester now in Serbia as well, and they drastically reduced the amount of people that are sending, which is unfortunate, but we're working on changing that. So I'm not sure how many applicants are allowed to go every year in Pakistan.
150.
That's a lot. That's good.
Yeah, 150.
That's
So
great.
we
So
can
That is
say
not
that
actually a lot when it comes to the number of participants who are actually opting for the process.
finalist.
that's true.
It's more than like 4-5 thousand. Yeah, when the
Mhm.
applicants are more than 4-5 thousand, then like being in hundreds is nothing. So
So
for global UGrad Pakistan, I would say that global UGrad program is something people dream for. It is a journey that normally that is I would say that it is a golden opportunity. For that, it is a joint venture of U.S. Department of States and IREX and Pakistan US alumni, the US Education Foundation in Pakistan, USEFP. It is a joint program. इसमें होता ऐसा है कि ये सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस मिलकर सारे स्टूडेंट्स को जो पाकिस्तान में बेस्ट स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको सेलेक्ट करती हैं फॉर 6 months जर्नी और which is divided into 2 seasons, that is summer and fall or winter and fall. So it happens this way. अच्छा शफीक आप प्लीज प्रोसीड कीजिए with the
अच्छा हम कह
questions.
सकते हैं कि जितनी भी अपॉर्चुनिटीज है वो सारी लाइफ चेंजिंग एक्सपीरियंस है whether UGrad or TEA program, all programs give you opportunities. So
Yes.
these all opportunities are life changing. आप देख सकते हैं कि अभी हिमा कहाँ पर बैठी है and there is a George. So this is life changing program. We can see.
Yeah, it is.
So
It is. It is.
now the next question is that how to apply or what is the procedure of applying?
Okay.
Okay, so there is a website usefp.org. आप लोग वहाँ पे जाएंगे और वहाँ स्कॉलरशिप सेक्शन में जाके ग्लोबल यूग्रेड जहाँ आपको नजर आए उस पर आप क्लिक करेंगे अप्लाई नाउ. इट्स अ ऑनलाइन प्रोसेस. आप जैसी साइन अप करें, पहले साइन अप करेंगे आपके पास ईमेल में एक लिंक आएगा, वहाँ अपने कंफर्म वेरीफाई करें अकाउंट एंड देन यू आर गुड टू गो फॉर एप्लीकेशन. फिर स्टेप बाय स्टेप जितने आपके मतलब आप अपने एप्लीकेशन फिल करते जाएं और नेक्स्ट जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स रिक्वायर्ड हैं वो अपलोड करें. द मेन पार्ट इज स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पर्पस, SOP, और उस पर भी हम बात करेंगे. और तो इस तरह आपको ऑनलाइन अप्लाई करना है. सब कुछ ऑनलाइन है. अपने पास अभी से स्कैन करके रखने डॉक्यूमेंट्स जिसमें आपकी ट्रांसक्रिप्ट चाहिए पिछले 2 साल की, पिछले 2 सेमेस्टर्स की बेसिकली. और या दैट्स इट. एंड योर एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज अगर आपने कोई की हो, किसी चीज में पार्टिसिपेट किया हो, ये कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट्स चाहिए आपको इस वक्त एप्लीकेशन के लिए.
करंटली इसमें अप्लाई करने के लिए क्योंकि ग्लोबल यूग्रेड इस ईयर अनाउंस हो गई है. नॉर्मली इसका जो टाइम पीरियड होता है वो होता है सितंबर टू अक्टूबर, बट दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड दैट इज गोइंग ऑन. उसके जो टाइमिंग्स हैं वो चेंज हो गए हैं, टाइम पैरामीटर्स. सो करंटली इट्स ओपन. अदरवाइज इसकी जो टाइमलाइन है वो डिफरेंट होती है, बट फॉर दिस ईयर इट इज ओपन. एंड हाउ टू अप्लाई, देयर इज अ वेबसाइट usefp.org as being mentioned by Hima Zafar. You guys just have to visit the website. वहाँ पर आपको कॉलम से ग्लोबल यूग्रैड का ऑप्शन मिलता है. just click on it and go through all the details that have been provided there. Just visit the website. ऑनलाइन प्रोसेस है, ऑनलाइन उसकी एप्लीकेशन है. all documents should be scanned. वहाँ पे हर डिटेल मौजूद है regarding the application process. So that is quite simple nowadays.
So over to all of you one by one, that what is eligibility criteria, means which documents or what do you need for eligibility, कि कौन सी चीजें लाजमी है कि you need to be eligible for this program.
Okay,
Eligibility criteria.
The eligibility criteria is मतलब आप बैचलर्स, यू शुड बी इनरोल्ड इन योर बैचलर्स प्रोग्राम. आपका एक सेमेस्टर कंप्लीट हो, 1 साल आपका जो है बैचलर्स का पहला साल वो कंप्लीट हो चुका. आपके पास पिछले 2 सेमेस्टर की मार्कशीट्स हो अभी इस वक्त अप्लाई करने के लिए. और आपके पास जो है अपने एक्स्ट्रा कैरिकुलर, क्योंकि कोविड था, आई नो बहुत सारे बच्चों के पास कुछ अपनी एक्स्ट्रा कैरिकुलर एक्टिविटीज की नहीं होंगी, बट अगर वो उनको लगता है कि उन्होंने अपने हाई स्कूल में या अपने कॉलेज में या फिर अपने स्कूल में कोई ऐसी एक्टिविटीज की, जैसे डिबेट कंपटीशन, आर्ट कंपटीशन, तो उसके सर्टिफिकेट्स अपलोड जरूर करें। और अगर उनको कोई डिस्टिंक्शन मिली है उसके अपलोड कर सकते हैं। अगर यूनिवर्सिटी, और अगर उन्होंने कोई ऑनलाइन जैसे बहुत सारे सेशंस होते हैं और उसके कुछ सर्टिफिकेट हैं, वो भी अपलोड कर सकते हैं। So this shows your extracurricular active participation, and for now you just need your past 2 semester mark sheets. That's it. और बहुत सारे लोग ये सवाल आजकल बहुत पूछ रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स खासतौर से कि डू वी नीड पासपोर्ट एट दिस स्टेज? इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी टू हैव पासपोर्ट एट दिस स्टेज, क्योंकि अभी आप सिर्फ एप्लीकेशन के लिए अप्लाई करें, योर CNIC वुड बी इनफ। और उस सेक्शन में जहाँ पासपोर्ट नंबर मांगा गया है, दे कैन टाइप 0000, that's one hack. And else, how to fill the application form, they can go on YouTube. Lots of our global UGrad alumni जितने लोग हैं उन्होंने काफी वीडियोस भी बनाई हैं कि हाउ टू फिल एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म। तो उसमें जिस सेक्शन में आपको कंफ्यूजन हो तो आप यूट्यूब से बिल्कुल हेल्प ले सकते हैं। और बाकी शफीक साहब के पेज है, अगर यूट्यूब लिंक है, अगर किसी को कुछ और क्वेश्चंस हो, दे कैन कनेक्ट अस फ्रॉम देयर, वी कैन गाइड देम। एंड देयर आर सर्टेन फेसबुक ग्रुप्स आल्सो जहां ग्लोबल यूग्रेड अलुमनाई आजकल बहुत एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं।
Yes, exactly.
ओके,
Uh,
जी आप भी कुछ कहना चाहेंगे कि व्हाट आर द थिंग्स दैट वी नीड टू फॉर एलिजिबिलिटी, कि कौन से डॉक्यूमेंट्स, व्हाट डू यू नीड टू बी, कि कौन कौन चीजें आपको चाहिए?
Eligibility criteria for UGrad is not that difficult actually. You just need to be enrolled in your undergrad program because this is for undergraduates. So you need to be in your undergraduation program. As far as your year is concerned, then undergrad के most probably second or third year में ऐसा होता है. First year and final year students are not eligible, but this varies depending upon the number of years your program have. For 5 year program, for example, medical, one may apply in their fourth year as well. But when it is about engineering or 4 year program, then it should be up to third year only, up to third year maximum. But basically, they pick up students from second year. So second and third year is the eligibility criteria for UGrad, and yeah, you just need to be the citizen of Pakistan. That's it. When it's about global UGrad
So
Pakistan program.
अक्सर यही सवाल आता है कि हम मेडिकल फील्ड में हैं, MBBS तो अप्लाई कर सकते हैं या नहीं, तो अच्छा
जी जी
आपने ये
जी,
बता दिया।
इसीलिए
ओके,
मैंने ये चीज क्लैरिफाई की कि आप किसी भी प्रोग्राम में हो, फ्रॉम वट एवर प्रोग्राम यू आर, यू जस्ट नीड टू बी एन अंडरग्रेड, और ऐसे अंडरग्रेड जिसके पास प्रीवियस मार्कशीट्स मौजूद हो, ट्रांसक्रिप्ट्स हो। सो या
एक और चीज मैं ऐड करना
ओके,
चाहूंगी कि हमारे पास कुछ प्रोग्राम्स ऐसे हैं जो 5 साल के हैं, जैसे हमारा आर्किटेक्चर प्रोग्राम हो गया और
एग्जैक्टली।
दूसरे प्रोग्राम मेडिकल हो गए। तो आप एक साल आपने या तो पढ़ा हुआ हो, आपके पास पिछले 2 सेमेस्टर की मार्कशीट्स हो, या फिर आप अपने फोर्थ ईयर में हो, आपके पास एक साल और वो रिमेनिंग हो।
या एक्चुअली
डिफरेंट
हिमा उसमें, हाँ एक्चुअली हिमा ये चीज है ना कि आफ्टर योर रिटर्न देयर शुड बी 1 year at least left in your studies. This is the criteria. This is the criteria. When you came back, you should have 1 year left in your studies. At least a semester left in your studies. That is what the criteria says.
Okay, I think the screen is stuck.
Probably technical
Uh,
difficulty.
yeah, for me it's working. For Shafiq, it's not.
ओके, सो वी कैन कंटिन्यू विद इट। बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स आजकल पूछ रहे हैं कि अगर हमें इंग्लिश नहीं आती, हमें उर्दू आती है, तो क्या हम आर वी स्टिल एलिजिबल टू अप्लाई? यस, यू आर एलिजिबल टू अप्लाई अनलेस यू कैन रीड इंग्लिश एंड यू कैन राइट इंग्लिश। यस, यू कैन अप्लाई। अगर आपकी स्पीकिंग में इंग्लिश कमजोर है तो बिल्कुल फिक्र मत करें, आप जरूर अप्लाई करें।
Translation.
जैसे अंसरा, अभी आपने बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट डिस्कस किया कि जो फर्स्ट ईयर में हैं या फर्स्ट या सेकंड सेमेस्टर पास कर चुके हैं, और या वी कैन से लाइक सेकंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर, और वन सेमेस्टर इज इवन लेफ्ट, सो इट विल बी बेटर फॉर देम टू अप्लाई, so when they return so they can continue or like apply something which they learn it. बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट
Yes,
आपने बताया।
yes.
So Mr. George is with us, but it looks that he is at the background. So over to Mr. George, and अब आपसे पूछा जाएगा कि now tell me what are the things that makes us ineligible for this program.
I'm guessing that the criteria could be a bit different between Serbia and Pakistan. But as far as Serbia was concerned, it was also that there is a semester or a whole year in the end before you're supposed to finish your studies. The first semester students were not liable. It's a different educational system as well, as if I remember. So we do study for 4 years plus 1 or 3 plus 2. And then depending on where you're supposed to get your degree, and also medical students and law students, I guess were not liable because of the difference in U.S. educational system. There is no medical degree and no U.S. No law degree before the the grad program, not the undergraduate program, but the graduation. So that was it. You were supposed to be a national of Serbia, or in this case, national of Pakistan, and not to hold the permanent residency of the U.S. And also to be liable for the J1 visa. That was pretty much it. So it's a pretty wide criteria, and people should apply. We can apply. We can talk later about. We can talk about it right now. So the marks are not the criteria for eligibility or for selection process. No matter how good or bad a student you are, apply. You might offer something different. You might put something different to the table, and depending on also what you're studying, where you're from, which gender you are, those things are definitely not a criteria. So I would encourage you to apply. It is a life-changing experience. And if you have any, we're going to have a questions session in the end of this session, right? So ask whatever you want to know, and we can clarify it for you.
So good suggestions by Mr. George and encouraging ideas. I really appreciate that आपने लोगों को encourage किया कि they should apply, whether it's not a matter कि आपकी English अच्छी है या कि आप किस जगह से या कर सकते हैं. You should apply. Then it's up to you whether you are lucky that you can get a chance.
Also
Okay,
great.
आपने answer great report. And now I will ask from Ansarah कि what do you think are certain criteria that makes you ineligible? कौन सी चीजें जो आपको इस क्राइटेरिया में ले आती हैं कि you are not eligible for this program?
Well, as far as global UGrad is concerned, तो वहाँ पे ineligibility की कोई as such harsh requirements नहीं है that makes you ineligible, because this is quite simple, and mostly people are eligible. Only the ineligibility stays for those who are not who have already graduated, or who have some kind of criminal records, or who have not been like only those are not considerable. Otherwise mostly, or sometimes medical conditions, but medical conditions भी वो कोई as such countable नहीं है कि भाई they in fact they took those disabled persons as well, they took account of those people as well. So for ineligibility, it isn't that hard matter of concern. Mostly people are eligible for that. Only you need to be an undergrad, you need to be in second or third year of your studies, so that you have at least one semester left when you came back from US. So yeah, that's it.
So we can
Nothing
say,
else.
So we can say this is same criteria for all programs, that
Yeah.
you have good background or
Yeah,
like something
yeah,
you need to have
exactly,
interest as well.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
So interesting question. बहुत सारे ऑडियंस पूछते हैं, ये कमेंट में बार बार आ रहा था कि what are the benefits if we apply for this program? Benefits or
George.
like grants.
I can start.
Yeah.
What are the benefits of this program if we apply? So what will
It's life-changing experience. Literally changes your life. It could be for the worse. It doesn't mean it's going to be for the better. It does change you, and it also changes people around you in the U.S. and back home in Pakistan. So I don't know. I'm lacking words for it. I would rather take questions about how it changed you. You do perfect your English. You do experience different culture. You
Share yours.
exactly. You share your experience over there. Or how is it like living in and working in Pakistan? And you compare those two things. So you're literally an ambassador of your own country in the U.S. and you're an ambassador of a U.S. influenced culture, I would say, when you come back to Pakistan. And
Good.
yeah, it's
Good point.
I don't know. I'm lacking words. Once you do come back from the program, you're gonna have the same experience, and you might be able to put it in better words. But I think this is the best that I can do.
Very golden points you showed, that you are ambassador of change. You change yourself, you change your society and everybody around you. Golden points that you share with us. Okay, so next question, that what is the timeline of this program? कि कितना time period means, like 6 months, or like how much time period of this program is?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, Ansarah,
Hima,
okay.
you should go.
So अभी जो applications हैं उसकी deadline, if nobody knows when it is, it's 28th of April. जो अभी अप्लाई करेंगे वो अगले साल जनवरी में जाएंगे, और जनवरी में या फिर नेक्स्ट जो होगा उनका सेशन जो स्टार्ट होता है वो जुलाई में होता है, जुलाई अगस्त में, और मोस्टली टाइम ड्यूरेशन इज लाइक फॉर 4 months. So yeah.
Okay, like
Because as I mentioned previously, is here due to COVID, there is a lot of change in the timeline of global UGrad. Otherwise, normally it's been announced in October, and then उसकी जो timeline होती है वो vary करती है. दो इसके semesters बनाए जाते हैं, one in a fall and the other is in spring. So, but this time this has been announced just yet, and there is the deadline in April 28th. Yeah, it's 28th April. 28th April is the deadline. Afterwards, it would be almost 4 to 5 months of the process, and then there will be batches from January, starting from next year's January. Yeah.
I'm going to hop in. So Isha asked, is the interview process intimidating? No, it's not. That's a short question.
Okay.
You meet people about your own life, and you know your own life the best. So they're going to be asking questions about your life, and then you're just going to answer those questions. And that's it. Nothing else.
So just want to add with this, George, continue with George. So right now अभी हम ज़्यादा फोकस अपनी एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस पे कर रहे हैं. तो जो स्टूडेंट्स हमें देख रहे हो, प्लीज अपनी एप्लीकेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाए. वंस यू आर सिलेक्टेड आउट ऑफ एप्लीकेशन, देन यू विल बी, द सेकंड स्टेप इज इंटरव्यूज. सो इट्स अ 4-step प्रोसेस. फर्स्ट इज फिलिंग आउट योर एप्लीकेशन. जो अभी जिसकी डेडलाइन है उस पर ज्यादा फोकस करें, अपनी एप्लीकेशन अच्छी बनाएं ताकि आप सिलेक्ट हो फॉर इंटरव्यू. जब इंटरव्यू होगा तो उसके बाद भी बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स शॉर्ट लिस्ट हो जाएंगे. सो हर साल थाउजेंड एप्लीकेशन आते हैं ऑल ओवर पाकिस्तान. आई गेस लास्ट ईयर इट वाज 15,000 applications. Out of those, 500 were shortlisted for interviews. Later, again, they conducted interviews, and 180 were selected out of that. So it's this interview process is the second step. So don't worry about interviews right now. Just focus on your application process and SOP, statement of purpose, right now.
Exactly, because the major thing that call you for an interview is your statement of purpose and your profile. That matters a lot. So while you're processing with your application, you need to be very careful, you need to be very concrete, you need to be very concise, and you need to be very perfect in it. So yeah, focus on it and try to give your best presentation.
Okay, now from Ansarah, what is the selection criteria for UGrad?
Okay, for selection criteria, I would say that you can not even you can never guess what is their selection criteria, because there are certain ideas that that have been settled, that there are certain standards that have already been set, such as your application process, your profile, your complete profile, including your academics, your curricular activities, your what background you have, what objectives you share, what you're aiming at, for what are you aiming at. This all matters as far as your application is concerned. So when you have for the selection criteria, आपकी application जितनी अच्छी होगी, the more will be the chances of your selection. इसके अलावा देर आर नो हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल्स कि आपको परफेक्ट होना चाहिए इस चीज में, वैसा होना चाहिए, ऐसा होना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. द बेटर योर एप्लीकेशन इज, द बेटर विल बी द चांसेस ऑफ योर सिलेक्शन.
Can I hop in again? So what's important for you? How many people are listening, by the way? I can't. How many people are watching us? Hundreds or thousands or what?
100.
So guys and girls.
I can't even see that. Only Shafiq knows.
It could be an interesting information. But what's important is also it's not just about your application. It's also about which university is accepting candidates. Whether for whatever reason you might not be able to go there, so just apply, show your best, and let them decide on who they're going to be sending to the US. So if you're not selected, it doesn't mean that you're a worse candidate. There's a bazillion different reasons for that. All right. So don't get discouraged. Continue and pursue your academic and life goals. But as for the application process, there is no good advice on that. Be yourself. Be honest. Be interesting. But that's something that everybody's going to tell you, right? That's for any occasion. So that's it. Do not get discouraged, and also just apply.
Okay. Good points shared by George that we need to be sincere. आपने बहुत अच्छा points share किया. I would request you to share in Urdu as well for our audience like Ansarah or Hima कि that अभी question भी आया कि how to write a strong SOP or do we tell what do we will write कि
Okay,
हमें
for
SOP उस हिसाब से कैसे लिखनी
SOP,
चाहिए.
अच्छा SOP जो है ना, that is completely and that is an entire topic that can be discussed. So before proceeding to the SOP, मैं ये चाह रही थी कि हम अपने दूसरे initial questions complete कर लें and then we should switch to the SOP. What do you say, Hima, right? Because SOP is itself a complete topic.
Yes.
Okay. So another question is that what are the documents we need to prepare before applying? That what are the documents कि कौन से हमें चाहिए which are necessary for applying?
Hima.
Yeah, so documents that we require अभी जो हमें चाहिए आपके पास अभी पिछले अगर फर्स्ट सेकंड ईयर के स्टूडेंट्स हैं तो उनके पास पिछले 2 साल की सेमेस्टर की मार्कशीट्स होनी चाहिए. अगर वो थर्ड ईयर में हैं तो उनके पिछले 4 सेमेस्टर की मार्कशीट्स होनी चाहिए. जस्ट आप कहते हैं उसको मर्ज करें, एक पीडीएफ फाइल बनाएं और उसको अपलोड कर दें जितनी आपके पास है. तो जो ग्लोबल यूग्रेड में अप्लाई कर सकते हैं वो फर्स्ट ईयर को छोड़ के सेकेंड थर्ड ईयर के स्टूडेंट्स अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. अगर आप मेडिकल या किसी ऐसी फील्ड में 5 साल की डिग्री है आपके पास उसमें इनरोल्ड हैं तो आप अपने चौथे साल में अगर हैं तो तब भी आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. तो आपके पास एटलीस्ट मिनिमम 2 प्रीवियस 2 सेमेस्टर्स की मार्कशीट होनी चाहिए. दैट्स इट. अगर फोर्थ में है तो अभी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. तो पिछले जितनी आपके पास मार्कशीट्स हैं, जस्ट मार्कशीट्स एंड फ्यू सर्टिफिकेट्स ऑफ योर एक्टिव पार्टिसिपेशन. बहुत सारे लोगों का ये सवाल होता है कि अगर हम लोगों ने पार्टिसिपेट ही नहीं किया देन सो यू कैन लीव दैट सेक्शन. एटलीस्ट अगर आपके पास हाई स्कूल में एक्टिव थे तो कोई तो सर्टिफिकेट होगा तो वो अपलोड कर दें. दैट वुड बी इनफ. और एप्लीकेशन में और कोई खास बात नहीं है. अगर किसी को एप्लीकेशन हाउ टू फिल आउट ग्लोबल यूग्रेड एप्लीकेशन तो दे कैन टाइप दैट ऑन यूट्यूब and they will find lots of videos made by our global UGrad alumni how to fill application. क्योंकि कुछ जगहों पे स्टूडेंट्स पूछते हैं कि हमारे पेरेंट्स की ईमेल एड्रेस नहीं है, वहाँ हम क्या लिखें. तो they can type something there to actually move forward. जब तक आपके पास चारों सेक्शंस के ग्रीन टिक मार्क नहीं आए यू कैन नॉट मूव फॉरवर्ड और यू कैन नॉट सबमिट योर एप्लीकेशन. तब तक आप नहीं कर सकते. तो अगर आपको कुछ भी हेल्प चाहिए तो यू कैन गो ऑन यूट्यूब. एल्स डॉक्यूमेंट्स में तो हमें सिर्फ ये डॉक्यूमेंट चाहिए, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं चाहिए. पासपोर्ट का बहुत सारे बच्चे पूछ रहे थे तो पासपोर्ट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड एट दिस स्टेज. दूसरा टॉफल एग्जाम दे डोंट हैव टू गिव राइट नाउ. जब आपकी सिलेक्शन हो जाए इट्स अ थर्ड प्रोसेस, third step. After your interviews they will ask you to take that English test जिसके मार्क्स डिपेंड करते हैं आपके प्लेसमेंट, जहां आप यूएस में प्लेस होंगे कॉलेज या यूनिवर्सिटी में. तो वो अभी का स्टेप नहीं है. नो नीड टू वरी अबाउट योर टोफल्स एंड दोज थिंग्स. अभी जस्ट आपको एप्लीकेशन फिल करनी है. नो नीड ऑफ इंग्लिश प्रोफिशिएंसी टेस्ट एट दिस स्टेज एंड पासपोर्ट थिंग.
Thank you very much. Ansarah, would you please share same because the नेट का इशू हो गया था तो आप कुछ शेयर करना चाहेंगे कौन सा डॉक्यूमेंट्स लाजमी है अप्लाई करने के लिए? In short, if you give the
डॉक्यूमेंट्स देखें, डॉक्यूमेंट्स जैसे हिमा शेयर किया कि एजुकेशनल ट्रांसक्रिप्ट्स होनी चाहिए आपके पास, ट्रांसक्रिप्ट्स ऑफ योर प्रीवियस ईयर्स दैट यू हैव पास्ड, एंड द सर्टिफिकेट्स, all those certificates that you have been participating in, वो भी एक ऑप्शन है, ऑप्शनल है. सो बट मैंडेटरी सिर्फ जो है वो यही होता है कि आपने अपनी ट्रांसक्रिप्ट अपलोड करनी होती हैं, और बस यही चीज़ें हैं, उसके अलावा कोई एज सच नहीं है. हाँ, जहाँ तक उन सेक्शंस की बात है जो आपको फिलअप करने हैं रिगार्डिंग योर बायोडेटा, रिगार्डिंग योर एजुकेशनल जर्नी, रिगार्डिंग योर टेस्ट स्कोर्स, उनमें कुछ चीज़ें ऑप्शनल हैं, वो आप ऑप्शनल छोड़ सकते हैं इफ़ यू डोंट हैव, एंड दोज सेक्शंस दैट आर मैंडेटरी you need to proceed with it in any way. So as Hima already depicted, you need to have you need to write something there. तो उसके लिए आप कोई भी आईडी अपडेट कर सकते हैं, कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं, so उसमें इतना जो है वो फिर प्रॉब्लमेटिक नहीं होता. जी.
So we have one comment that due to COVID, exam has been very disturbed, exam system. We still haven't got the result of first and second semester. Are we eligible? कि कोविड कंडीशन की वजह से उनको फर्स्ट या सेकंड सेमेस्टर की मार्कशीट्स वगैरह या रिजल्ट्स नहीं मिल सके हैं. सो आर दे एलिजिबल और नॉट?
अच्छा, इसमें दो क्वेश्चन, इसमें दो पॉसिबिलिटीज आती हैं कि रिजल्ट अनाउंस हो गया है और ट्रांसक्रिप्ट नहीं आई. अगर रिजल्ट अनाउंस हो गया है और ट्रांसक्रिप्ट जब तक आ जाती है, जब तक कि आप उस प्रोसेस में हैं, तब तक इफ यू आर गेटिंग योर ट्रांसक्रिप्ट तो मे बी पॉसिबल हो जाए. लेकिन उसमें भी जब आप एजुकेशनल डॉक्यूमेंट्स अपलोड करने में आते हैं एंड दे आस्क यू फॉर एन ऑप्शन ऑफ अपलोडिंग योर ट्रांसक्रिप्ट, so you cannot proceed without your transcript, whether it's with COVID or without COVID, but that's an unfortunate situation कि आप उस केस में eligible नहीं होंगे if you don't have your previous transcripts or previous results.
Okay, next question from Isha Mehtab. I have an NGO registered yet, so I don't have any documents to prove it. We do have a lot of social media following, so should I mention that at all? कि इनकी कोई एनजीओ वगैरह है लेकिन रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है और डॉक्यूमेंट्स भी नहीं है, सो सोशल मीडिया की फॉलोइंग बहुत है, तो क्या वो मेंशन कर सकती हैं?
जी, वो अपनी एक्स्ट्रा, अगर उनके पास कोई ऐसे एनजीओ का सर्टिफिकेट, आपके पास कोई सर्टिफिकेट भी नहीं है क्या? लाइक अगर आपने कहीं पार्टिसिपेट किया हो तो आप वो मतलब उसको कर सकती हैं, शो अपलोड कर सकती हैं. इफ यू डोंट हैव एनी डॉक्यूमेंट, तो यू डोंट नीड टू upload the document, but you can write in your SOP that you run a social media page or you run an NGO. You can describe that in your statement of purpose, and that would be a very good point.
Indeed, I completely agree with Hima कि ये बहुत अच्छा एक positive point है, which normally people don't have owning an NGO. So if you have a proof to, if you have a proof for it, then it's good. But if it's not, तो फिर आप उसको अपनी SOP में बता के उसको representation, एक kind of representation दे सकती हैं, because obviously you don't have any kind of certificate for it. पर ये है कि अगर आपके पास उसकी कोई Facebook page है, कुछ भी है, अगर आप उसको in the form of a pictures present कर सकती हैं अपने काम को, तो वो जरूर कीजिए. Do mention it.
Okay, so again that question is there. It is my own NGO, so I don't have certificate either.
But you can point this purpose. Yeah, she can describe that in her. There's a question in SOP, your interest and personality. Isha, you can mention there as an interest that you are running your NGO. It can be a good opening for your statement of purpose. So you can discuss there. You don't need a document. Yeah.
It's an interesting thing about you. Of course, you're going to mention it. You're spending like how many hours a day doing that, and that's your passion. Talk about it. It doesn't have, I mean, you do not have to have a certificate or a registration or whatever. Okay?
Interest matters as well, curiosity.
Yeah.
Okay, so now come to the most important question, personal statement. So from Mr. George, first we'll start from Mr. George, that how to write an effective personal statement. So when we start kare, then in Urdu we will have other two guests as well.
George, you can explain how you wrote your personal statement.
Then Hima is a translator, that she will translate in Urdu as well. or then we'll have experience of Ansarah as well. So
I'm trying to
translate
remember what I wrote in my statement, but now 6, 7 years after that, I have zero recollection of what I wrote there. So I mean, it is really important. Advice would be honest. Well, talk about your academic objectives. That's a good point. What else is here? Personal development, goals related to your field of study, academic goals, and why do you want to go to US, and why is it important for you to go to US in order to study them there? Why the US, and how would you develop yourself over there? It's a broad statement. There is no recipe that fits all. The general advice and rule of thumb would be honest, be direct. You have 250 words for a reason. It's a really small amount of space to put everything in. So be concise, be precise, and then if you are selected later for the interview, we can discuss in more detail what you're doing and why you're going there. For example, when I was applying for Global UGrad, I already been in US on something called the Work and Travel Program. And back in Serbia, there were stories that if you've already been in the States, you're not going to be selected. I'm obviously proved that that's not true. So there's no selection criteria that I'm aware of. And it's on a case-by-case basis. So everybody is their own ambassador, and talk about yourself. Again, be honest, be precise, be direct, and be concise. Put everything in those 250 words, and trust me, if you think that it's a small amount of space, it's enough. When you're supposed to read 5,000 applications or 1,500 applications or 50 applications, you have to read how many words? A lot of words. You have to read a whole book of applicants, and all of them are amazing. All of you guys and girls over there are amazing. You're probably above average in terms of studies and academic life and personal life. So it's hard to make a decision. You have to stand out, and also there is a lot of luck in those selection processes when you're an applicant. So do not be harsh on yourself if you're not selected. Be yourself. There is no way to cheat this thing, to get in and to beat the odds. That's the best advice that I can give.
I think so. There is no need of explanation that you need to be honest, you need to be precise, and you need to show your curiosity and why you are going to apply and what will you do when you will come back. So जो भी आपने share किया, these all are the similar or same ideas that mostly are recommended for all the programs. So over to Miss Hima. Yes.
So, जो अभी हमें सुन रहे हैं, जब आप अपनी ऑनलाइन एप्लीकेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे तो वहाँ पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट का सेक्शन आएगा. वहाँ पे उन्होंने 4 क्वेश्चंस दिए हैं. Your interest in personality, your academic objective, your goals related to your field of study and personal development, the reason why you want to pursue them in US and how it relates to your interest. अब जरूरी नहीं. अच्छा, वहाँ स्पेस हमारे पास 250 वर्ड्स के, so you have to choose your sentences with very concise explaining all those 4 questions. So you can write those 4 question answers in small paragraphs, or you can just write in 1 paragraph explaining all those 4 questions. तो जरूरी नहीं क्वेश्चन के जैसे आंसर हम देते हैं कि इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर ये है, इस तरह लिखें. और you can, मतलब it's your own personal thing. You can start, you can be unique if you want to use some, like there's no recipe as George said. तो इसकी कोई स्पेशल रेसिपी नहीं है. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ब्रेक करने की कोशिश करते हैं, कुछ अच्छी कोटेशंस इंटरनेट से लेके और उससे स्टार्ट करते हैं. जैसे हमें ऐसे लिखना सिखाते हैं स्कूल्स में, इस तरह नहीं है. You can go around, you can be unique in yourself, or they love the recruitment team from US Embassy love to see the creativity. So the more creative you are in those 250 words, the more chances there are for selection. और कुछ लोगों का क्वेश्चन ये भी था कि can we write more than 250 words? No, क्योंकि ये no, big no. So there is a limited section in that application form. उससे ज्यादा अगर आप जो लिखेंगे तो वो वहाँ टाइप ही नहीं होगा. So there is no space in there. So it have to be different.
एक comment है ईशा मेहताब का कि please tell about some
tips how to write the best.
Okay. Okay. For an SOP, जैसे Hema was explaining कि there is no such recipe to write an SOP, but as far as my expertise are, when you're writing an SOP, you need to divide your SOP into three basic sections. The first section should define your personality, your background. It should present your personality, the way you have been, the way you are. So it needs, the first paragraph should state that. For the second paragraph, you should mention all your achievements, your workings, and something that you have been doing. And then for the last paragraph, there should be there should be the objective why you are actually opting for the program. So there are three paragraphs for an SOP. पहले में जब आप अपना introduction देंगे, try to be very accurate presentation of yours, और उसमें आपके लिए वो बहुत मैटर करता है, बिकॉज इफ इट इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग देन ओनली अ पर्सन विल गो फर्दर. अगर आपका पहला पैराग्राफ बहुत बोरिंग होता है तो उसको पढ़ने में किसी को मजा नहीं आता. सो ट्राई टू प्रेजेंट द बैकग्राउंड, ट्राई टू रिलेट योर field with your objectives, or try to relate your past, your background with your current choices. For example, when I was writing my SOP, तो मैंने ये चीज define की थी कि since I am enrolled in an electrical engineering program, so why I have opted for this, what has actually motivated me to go for this electrical engineering. So that was my idea, to relate my past with my present, or to have my background connecting with my present status. So what you actually need to do is, when you are writing an SOP, तो सबसे पहले अपने पैराग्राफ में ये बताइए कि आप जिस प्रेजेंट स्टेज पर खड़े हुए हैं, उस प्रेजेंट स्टेज को आप अपने पास्ट के साथ कैसे रिलेट कर सकते हैं, अपने बैकग्राउंड को उससे कैसे जो है वो कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. So this is about your first paragraph. When you're coming to the second one, अच्छा उसमें ऐसा नहीं होता कि आपको पूरी कहानी बता देनी है. Obviously you have to be very precise since you have only 250 words. So describing yourself in 250 words is never easy. But believe me, when you will be writing an SOP, तो आप, there will be thousands of drafts that you have wrote yourself. क्योंकि आप इतने ड्राफ्टिंग कर रहे होते हो, पहले लिखते जाते हो, व्हेन यू विल स्टार्ट डूइंग इट, तो you will be like brainstorming your ideas, and you will be keep on writing, and then you'll be like, okay, oh my god, I have drafted 1000 words, now how I am going to suppress it. So दैट्स हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू डू इट, कि आप उसको फिर कंसाइज करना शुरू करते हैं, देन वन बाय वन आप अपने पैराग्राफ को फाइनल कंडीशन पर लेकर आते हैं. सो फॉर दैट आई वुड अगेन से कि अपनी बेस्ट प्रेजेंटेशन देने की कोशिश कीजिए अपने फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ में. उसके बाद जब आप आते हैं सेकंड पैराग्राफ पे, तो वहां पर आ जाती हैं आपकी एजुकेशनल अचीवमेंट्स, और आपने अभी तक आप currently क्या काम कर रहे हैं. So if you have done something that is remarkable, such as there was something mentioned by Isha regarding her NGO, so you can definitely give your reference in your second paragraph while writing your SOP, कि आप उस NGO तक पहुंचने का आपका मोटिव क्या था, what was the motive behind starting that NGO, and what are the objectives that you are holding with it. Plus आपकी फर्दर और क्या अचीवमेंट्स रही हैं. जैसे जनरली अगर हम बताते हैं तो हम बहुत सारी बताते हैं कि हमारी एजुकेशन में भी है, हमारी स्पोर्ट्स में भी है, हमारी जो है वो किसी दूसरी फील्ड में भी रही है, वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग्स में रही हैं, टीचिंग में रही हैं. सो वॉट एवर सर्विसेज यू हैव बीन डूइंग, यू नीड टू मेंशन इट. ठीक है, चाहे वो किसी भी बैकग्राउंड से हो, चाहे वो किसी भी एरिया से रिलेटेड हो. तो इफ यू आर गुड एट स्केचिंग, इफ यू आर गुड एट डूइंग समथिंग, इफ यू आर गुड एट म्यूजिक, इफ यू आर गुड एट सिंगिंग, वट एवर स्किल्स यू आर हैविंग, यू नीड टू राइट इट इन योर सेकेंड पैराग्राफ. हाँ, ऐसा हो कि वो दैट मेक्स यू डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर्स, डेफिनेटली. और वो आप कैसे करेंगे, वो आपका राइटिंग स्टाइल बताएगा. Sometimes the very normal things can be very attractive, can be made very attractive depending upon the way you are writing it. So if you are writing it in a very good manner, वही बिल्कुल सादी सी एक सिंपल सी चीज जो कि सब में पाई जाती है, वो आपके लिए एक अट्रैक्टिव फैक्टर बन जाता है. Why? Because you are writing it in a perfect way. So for the second paragraph, that is all about that you have to write your achievements, and I know everybody have some achievements. Since you are in an undergrad program, तो आप सबकी कोई ना कोई achievements रही होंगी अपनी लाइफ में. उसके अलावा थर्ड पैराग्राफ आ जाता है आपके future objectives का, that what aims you are having when you will be in United States. what objectives are you having in your mind. बीइंग इन यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स आप अपनी कल्चरल एम्बेसडर की ड्यूटीज को कैसे परफॉर्म करेंगे, व्हाट इज द एम बिहाइंड इट, आप कैसे ये समझ सकते हैं कि आप पाकिस्तान को और यूएस को, इन दोनों के कल्चर्स को कैसे रिलेट करेंगे, हाउ यू कैन बी द बेस्ट प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ कल्चरल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव और कल्चरल ambassador. So the third paragraph should demonstrate it. थर्ड पैराग्राफ इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पैराग्राफ बिकॉज एसओपी एक बहुत छोटी सी समझे काइंड ऑफ ऐसे है जिसमें आपको सब कुछ बताना है और अपनी पूरी लाइफ डिफाइन करनी है फ्रॉम द पॉइंट यू हैव बीन वर्किंग टिल द डे यू आर राइटिंग इट. सो try to be very accurate while writing your SOP. Get it proofread from as many people as possible because जब आप अपनी SOP को read करवाते हैं तो there are many ideas that you get. So try to get it read from as many people as possible. और उसके अलावा उसमें changes ज़रूर करते रहिए, drafts बनाइए बहुत सारे. Try to make your SOP the best possible SOP. When I wrote my SOP, I almost did 25 to 30 proofreads for that SOP, single SOP. और सबसे अपने सारे प्रोफेसर्स से, अपने टीचर्स से, कंसर्न्ड अलमनाई से, सीनियर लोगों से, फ्रेंड्स से, तो इससे मुझे बहुत सारे आइडियाज मिले कि हाउ कैन आई इम्प्रूव इट. सो try to get it read from as many people as possible, but those people should be concerned. ऐसा नहीं कि बाहर के किसी बंदे को जाके बोले मेरी SOP तो पढ़ दो यार. So don't make it like this, but write as good as possible. Yeah, SOP is all about yourself.
The way you explain, we can understand that you wrote a good SOP. आपने बहुत अच्छी लिखी होगी.
So George is saying
मेरी SOP बहुत अच्छी थी.
George was listening attentively.
Be yourself, be honest. Be yourself, be honest. There's also really one thing that's to be yourself and be honest. Yeah.
I think George can understand a little bit Urdu. He was listening attentively when Ansarah was explaining. तो गौर से सुन रहे थे.
या तो कुछ लफ्ज understand.
Yeah, he can speak Urdu also.
Urdu as well. So अच्छा आपने बता दिया हमें, ठीक है. अच्छा अभी एक कमेंट आया है कि राष्ट्री, hello, I am Sherali from Sialkot. I am currently in 6th semester. I want to ask मेरे कितने chances हैं for selection? तो आई होप कि हिमा होती है अगर सिलेक्शन.
Ali share, you are in 6th semester, you can apply and the chances of selection are there for you, but do apply and let's see. You have the last chance this year to apply. Maybe next year you won't be eligible to apply, but for next year you can apply for different programs. There is a program called SUSI, Summer, what is the full form? Okay, Initiative Program for Leadership Development. You can apply in that. It's again for the final year students. And there are lots of more opportunities, lots of other options. If you are not selected in Global UGrad, there are several other scholarships you can go in. Global UGrad program just give you that confidence actually to apply, to be applying in future scholarships. It's just a scholarship, and it's just about the number of seats. So like thousands of people apply, few of them get selected, and after interview those are dropped. So it's just about keep trying on your luck. That's it. Don't worry.
Good advice.
Okay. So
and इसका मैं क्वेश्चन का ये जवाब दूंगी जो आया था कि 6th सेमेस्टर में आप हैं लेकिन आपका कौन सा ईयर प्रोग्राम है. इफ यू आर इन 5 year स्टडी प्रोग्राम और इफ यू आर इन 4 year स्टडी प्रोग्राम. क्योंकि अगर आप 4 year स्टडी प्रोग्राम में हैं देन आई डोंट थिंक सो, क्योंकि 6th सेमेस्टर में इफ यू आर करंटली इन योर 6th सेमेस्टर देन you may apply, but I don't think so if it's a 4 year degree program then by next year obviously those people will be going by next year. So by then if you have one semester left then you will be eligible, otherwise your application won't be considered because your degree will be completed by then. But if you are in a 5 year program,
chances
yeah
but it's not that you won't be selected, so like that.
हाँ, ऐसा नहीं है कि zero chances तो at all नहीं है.
We are not going to make anybody hopeless, heartbroken. कभी ये होता है ना कि शॉर्ट लिस्टेड होने के बाद भी इंसान रह जाता है. अच्छा, अभी
Yes.
सेम दिस इज सेम क्वेश्चन, like our first and second semester results are not yet announced, so are we eligible? ये सेम क्वेश्चन है. आई थिंक दे हैव जॉइन अस नाउ कि
Yeah, you are
अगर
not
हमारा
right now.
No, you
You
are
should
not
have
eligible.
2 semesters mark sheet.
okay, again Isha, I
Okay.
think Isha is an interactive, participant of this session. Uh, is it okay if we can show how alumni our SOP by contacting privately? तो ये कह रही हैं कि
Yeah,
अगर हम
sure,
आपको
sure,
लिख
sure,
के
sure, sure.
भेजें.
वो अपनी एसओपी अलुमनाई को चेक करवाना चाह रही हैं, तो ईशा फॉर श्योर यू कैन कांटेक्ट अलुमनाई privately on their emails, on your messages. I myself available. Hima is there. There are so many other alumni
Okay,
as well. You may contact. आप उनको contact कर सकते हैं, अपनी SOPs proof read करवा सकते हैं, उनसे पूछ सकते हैं. They will guide you for sure. So yeah,
uh,
we alumni are
at
here for you guys.
at the end of program, I will share email address of our guest and description of this link. So description में share कर लेंगे आपकी email. So if anybody want to contact, or they can write in comment as well, so it will be easy. So
Yeah, for
we have
sure.
last comment. Okay, are there two chances in a year for this opportunity, fall and spring? This is a good question. Okay, fall and spring, so we can apply twice, like something.
No, this application is open once a year, जिसमें बाद में सिलेक्शन होती है और स्टूडेंट्स स्प्रिंग और फॉल उसमें जाते हैं सेक्शंस में. तो एक साल में एक ही दफा अनाउंस होती है. तो you don't have 2 chances in a year. You have just 1 chance in a year.
Okay, so this question is this: does your subject matter in the selection of candidate?
I'm not sure.
Well, no, no. It's a no because your subject doesn't matter, but your way to like when you're writing about it, it matters. How you have given it, how you have presented your current study, कि किस तरीके से आप उसको रिलेट कर रहे हैं, किस तरीके से उसको प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, so that matters. And how you are going to have it, how you what are you aiming from it in your future, so that matters, but not कि आपका ये नहीं कि अगर मैं मेडिकल से हूँ तो मेरा होगा, कोई अगर सिंपल बीएस कर रहा है तो उसका सिलेक्शन नहीं होगा आर्ट्स में, ऐसा नहीं है. सो इन दैट केस सब्जेक्ट डजंट मैटर, बट इट डज मैटर टू द एक्सटेंट व्हेन यू आर राइटिंग इट.
Yeah. How
Okay,
well you explain that what are your future goals and what are your academic
या
objectives.
योर
So,
फ्यूचर
उस
एम्स.
sense में matters. Also, मैं इसमें एक चीज
so
ऐड करना चाहूंगी कि yeah, subject doesn't matter, and most of the students who get rejected, like there are so many students, they are rejected 2 or 3 times. They are keep on asking me and they have made their special formula कि अगर आप इस diverse background से you have more chances. So there are no such formulas of selection.
Fluctuations.
It is just you. It's a complete merit based program.
so we have comment as well. Hey Sir Shafiq, you are the best teacher. I was, not I am. Thank you thank you very much, whoever he is. I am sure that he is not from the side of Hima or like Ansarah. चलिए किसी ने मुझे comment कर दिया. And they are thanking you as well. They are
Thank
thanking
you.
you as well. तो अब ये के end में we are going to end up this session. So if you have any query, any question, you can write and comment, and I will share the email address of our guests. They will further answer you. Thank you very much again, Mujtaba Sangres. Okay, at the end, if you want to share anything, Hima and George and Ansara, all of you at the end.
Yeah, George also to say.
I have something written. It's APSAB apply CREL.
So at the end, we come to know. Good to see. Inshallah, they will apply. Okay, now Hima.
Okay. Uh, Hima.
Yeah, so I just want to say that do apply, और अगर किसी को कोई भी problem है, so they can write on the comments and we will be there, or we can connect you with some alumni who are offering their volunteer service for reviewing the SOPs. And इसका बिल्कुल ये मतलब नहीं है कि मुझे इसी alumni से अपनी review करानी है तो हम select हो जाएंगे, या किसी specific alumni, like no alumni have that thing to like give you chances or help you in selection. If you think that person is capable enough to for reviewing your SOP, just give your SOP to him or her. Or yeah, or maybe your teachers would be the best option. Your English teachers specifically for a quick check. और जरूरी नहीं है कि आप चेक करवाएं and then अपनी SOP upload करें. It's not that. अगर you are self confident that I have written something unique, so just go and upload it.
Okay, so Isha has
And
Isha.
okay,
Mhm.
okay. In the end, I would like to say कि अपनी while writing your while put like when you are doing your application process, बहुत try to be very accurate or try to be very precise, very concrete. Try to write the best SOP you guys can write. और जैसे हिमा ने कहा कि इट्स नॉट नेसेसिटी कि आप उसको दिखाएं, पर अगर आप दिखा सकते हैं, प्रूफ रीड करवा सकते हैं, देन इट्स गुड. There are many alumni there who can help you out. Obviously I'm there, Hema is there are so many others as well. तो आप हम सबको भी कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, बट डू अप्लाई, encourage others to go for it, and all the best.
Okay, so again, the question is this: right email address. I will request my guest, and I will take their email address, and I will write in description. मैं description में share कर दूंगा when the program session is over. So you tease them, disturb them, and take help from them. They are very cooperative. Okay, one question last is one more stream on this topic. Already I have taken so much time from my these guys George, Hima, Ansarah, किस तरह इनसे मैंने time लिया है. I'm really thankful to them, all of them, कि they take out their precious time from this busy schedule. So I will try my level best. If you have difficulty, आप email पे भी share कर सकते हैं, and inshallah we'll try to answer your queries. So
Okay.
thank you, Mushtaba, Ammar, and
Bye.
all Sayyid
Thank you
Akbar.
so much. Thank you so much, Shafiq, for inviting us and to have us on board. Thank
That's
you.
wonderful. Yeah.
And
Thank you so much.
it was thank you so much here, and it was my honor to have all of you in my session. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye.
Allah Hafiz.
Take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.